I'm hoping that people will leave the movie theater understanding a couple of things. Number one, this nation faces a crisis. For the first time, our nation is really not preparing its children to be the leaders of the free world.
Anthony Black lives with his grandmother, 2 miles from the nation's capital.
The second thing is that there are answers. We have some clear examples of some strategies that we think work. It's not the only strategies that will work, but this is not something that we can't solve as a nation. The third thing is it calls on us to act. Americans have to embrace innovation. Whether the innovation comes from public schools or charter schools, we have to say who's working in these kinds of communities, who's producing great results, and why, and then how can we scale that up? Here in the Harlem Children's Zone, we also believe that you've got to really tackle the issues that children face in the community. So what are some of the issues my children face? Well, we have one of the highest foster care rates in the state of New York, where families are disintegrating and the children go into foster care, often to end up with unsuccessful and unhappy futures.
I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor, and I want to be a veterinarian.
We have the highest asthma rates ever recorded in America here in Harlem. And we think it's the #1 reason for school absences and for emergency room admissions. And we have a huge obesity problem in Harlem, and it's impacting lots of poor communities. All of these issues impact children. And one of the things we believe at the Harlem Children's Zone, you've got to have great schools. And if you do all of the other wraparound services and you send that child to a lousy school, they will not get a quality education. But at the same time, we have to look at all of the issues that impact a child's life. A child is more than just their test scores that they get inside a classroom. They live in families and communities, and where those families and communities are struggling, we have a responsibility to help those children, and that's what we do at the Harlem Children's Zone.